Hello and welcome to the Dutching channel. It's Friday the 5th of April 2024. Just gone 11:15 in the morning, and we're now going to do the form for Musselburgh. I'm a little bit late as well because I was worried that Musselburgh might get abandoned, and all I keep putting on here since yesterday is abandonments and naps that aren't running because of being called off. So I thought I'd leave it till now, but I have had people drilling outside, so that's been annoying as well. So we'll start with the card at Musselburgh, and if you're interested, I've already downloaded Lingfield. I've put that on already, and a bit later on, and I mean a bit later, maybe 2 to 3 hours time, I've just started doing the Dundalk card because we may as well add in some more all-weather. Even though I say it's in Ireland, I like Irish racing, but when you've got something like Nace that we had with 20 to 25 runners in each race, something like that could take me 3 hours to do the form and then find out it's going to be called off. It's already been a nightmare with the other two meetings, Fontwell and Wetherby, that we've had in the last 24 hours cancelled. They took me combined 3 hours, and it's just a complete waste of time. So what I do overnight now, I do both for or if there's only one, I do the all-weather one, and then I wait. And then, of course, once we lost Wetherby and Fontwell, then I thought to myself, let's add in Dundalk. And I like Dundalk anyway. So let's start with the 5:05 at Musselburgh. And Lone Star and Spit Spot are the two non-runners in that race, and that's going to leave us 12 going to post. So our top selection there will be Sunday Soldier. We go on to Matchbook we're going to be using, and Sunday Soldier, that's currently second in the betting at 6.4, and stakes of £15.63 would return us £100. Our second selection is Autumn Return, and Autumn Return is favourite at 4.9, stakes of £20.41 would return us £100. And our third selection is Ip Up, and that is currently third in the betting at 7. Let's have a look at the stakes before we do that one. We've got left £13.97, so we would have to use that as the stakes for our third. And It Up, £13.97 will be the stake here, and we'll times it by the price at the moment of 7, returns us £97.79, so that's fine. And our top two selections, Sunday Soldier and Autumn Return, one of those would return us £100. And while we're just sort of sorting out the second one here, I don't know if anyone does do what I do and sort of just keep looking over results and see why I didn't have them. But, you look back just to the first of this month and have a look at how many favourites have won. It's mostly one of the worst I've seen. So I would say that a hell of a lot of people out there are losing their money. And I'm not saying I'm losing my money because of favourites, because I'm not necessarily a favourite backer. I give whatever my system gives, and you've just seen that it's given the top three anyway. But the majority, I suppose, that somewhere along the line, if I'm doing 3, 4, or 5 horses in a race, I would definitely have the first, second, or third in the betting. One of those would definitely appear, I'm sure of that. Anyway, let's move on to the 5:40 here. And our top selection is Balboa, and watch your Balboas and Bilboas today. So we'll go into Matchbook, into the 5:40, and Balboa there is currently trading at 12.5. Stakes of £8 would return £100, and then Tiori would be our second in, and Tiori is currently trading at 10.5. £9.52 stakes would return us £100. And our third selection is Latin Verse. And Latin Verse, that's currently 8.8. And stakes of £11.36 would return us £100. Then our fourth selection is Rory the Cat. And Rory the Cat, this is trading at 48, and I just looked at the favourite there, which we're just about to do, funny enough, which is an odds-on favourite. So we've staked £30.97. We got 19.03 left to stake, so that will go on the favourite, and that's currently trading at 1.88. So that's our £50 stakes. The first one we're going to look at is Golden Maverick, and we've got £19.03 on this. We're going to times it by the price of 1.88. That would give us a return of £35.77. Yeah, we'd make a £15 loss, but we've got 4 running for us. We've got Balboa, Tiori, Latin Verse, and Rory the Cat. One of those 4 would return us £100. And now we're going to move on to our third race at Musselburgh. This is the 610. So we'll go into the 610 here on the racing post. And there is a non-runner in this race which I have deleted already. And that is Rumble B. And this will now leave 10 going to post. And our top selection here is Curly Finger. I don't know how they get to some of these names, but yeah, Curly Finger. So into the 610, and Curly Finger is second in at the moment at 5.7. Stakes of £17.54 would return us £100. And our second selection is Champ Royal. And Champ Royal, this is currently 9.6. And stakes of £10.42 would return us £100. And our third selection is Velasco. And Velasco is currently 12. And stakes of £8.33 would return us £100. And our fourth selection, Sanasuki, maybe. And Sanasuki is trading at 8.8. And stakes of £11.36 would return us £100. And we've got £2.34 left in the kitty. And our next selection would be Lincoln Burrows. And Lincoln Burrows, that's trading at 11.5. So we'll just look back there and we'll see that we had £2.34 left to stake. And that's all £50 done. So Lincoln Burrows, £2.34 stakes, times that by 11.5 for your price. That returns us £26.91. So we've got half our money coming back if that wins. But we've got 4 running for us: Curly Finger, Champ Royal, Velasco, and Sanasuki. One of those 4 will return us £100. And into our fourth race here. This is the Musselburgh 640, where 13 will go to post. We'll just double check because they can come out at some weird times, these non-runners. Right, all going to post at the moment. And our top selection here is Scott's Poet. So we'll get onto Matchbook. And Scott's Poet, that's third in the betting at 8.6. Stakes of £11.63 would return us £100. Our second selection is Cuban Cigar. And Cuban Cigar, that's favourite at 8.4. So a big open race, this one. £11.90 stakes would return £100. And our third selection is Juve Ken. And Juve Ken, that's currently 9.2. And stakes of £10.87 would return us £100. And our fourth selection is Final Edgar. And Final Edgar is 8.8. The stakes there of £11.36 would return us £100. And we've now got £4.23 to play with. And Coupe de Coeur is our fifth selection. And this is currently trading at 10. So we'll just put our stakes in for the final one, which is going to be £4.23 to bring our stakes up to £50. So Coupe de Coeur, £4.23 times 10. I'll just do it for you. Even though I've done it wrong straight away. Might as well not bothered. Right, £4.23 times 10 would give you back £42.30. So not bad for your fifth selection. And you've got four running for you. Scott's Poet, Cuban Cigar, Juve Ken, and Final Edgar. One of those would return £100. And our last race that we're going to cover from Musselburgh will be the 7.10. 9 go to post here. We'll just make sure if there was any non-runners or not. Yep, there is, which I've already done anyway. And that is Miss Scarlet. So I've taken that one out. But watch your bets if you've got that in. And our top selection here would be Good Times, Bad Times. And I've had my good times last month, and I've started off with my bad times this month. So let's hope we can improve. So the last one at Musselburgh we're going to cover. And Good Times, Bad Times, that's currently trading at 5. So stakes of £20 would return us £100. Our second selection is Isholo de Vivienne. And this is currently favourite at 4. This would need £25 stakes to return £100, and that leaves us with £5. And Jack Hammer is our third selection. This is currently trading at 25. So stakes of £4 there would return us £100. And that now leaves us £1 to stake. And our fourth selection is This Is Bob. And This Is Bob, 5.3. And only £1 on that, and that will bring us up to £50. So This Is Bob, £5.30 will be your return there. And the other three running for us, Good Times, Bad Times, is Isholo de Vivienne and Jack Hammer. One of those three will return £100. So what we're going to do now is, as usual, we're going to do a quick recap. So starting with the 5.05 at Musselburgh, Sunday Soldier and Autumn Return, one of those two will return us £100 and the lower amount on Ip Up. Then into the 5.40, Balboa, Triori, Latin Verse and Rory the Cat. One of those four would return £100 and the lower amount on Golden Maverick. Then into the 6.10, Curly Finger, Champ Royal, Velasco, Sanosuke. One of those four will return £100 and Lincoln Burrows the lower amount. Then into the 6.40, Scott's Poet, Cuban Tiger, Juve Ken, Final Edgar. One of those four will return £100, and Coupe de Coeur would be the lesser amount. And in the final race at Musselburgh, the 7:10, Good Times, Bad Times, is Cholo de Vivienne and Jack Hammer. One of those three would return £100, and This Is Bob would be the lesser amount. So as I say, the first meeting I've already put up, that's Lingfield. This is Musselburgh, and in maybe, as I say, under 3 hours from now, I will put the Dundalk card up as well, which we'll be covering. And then I will be back after all the racing's finished for the results show as per normal. And let's hope we can all have a profitable day. Thank you.